Sunflowers, though ancient in existence, saw a revelation of their oil production process only a few centuries ago. Delve into the intriguing journey of how sunflower oil is meticulously crafted, how sunflower oil is made. So how does one go about producing sunflower oil? Well, using the seed of the sunflower plant as a pressing machine is the answer, and it seems like a simple task, doesn't it? And this is most certainly the case, particularly when you have skilled workers by your side. On the other hand, when the process of manufacturing sunflower oil is carried out on an industrial scale, it naturally involves a greater number of processes and a higher level of complexity. In the context of a manufacturing facility, the process starts with preliminary procedures and concludes with bleaching and deodorizing, which are basically the steps that make up the refining process. The seed selection and preparation process. Sunflower seeds that have been picked cannot be simply pushed into oil extraction equipment. When selecting sunflower seeds, great care is taken to guarantee that only seeds of the highest possible quality are obtained for the extraction process. After the seeds have been picked, they are washed and dried. Next, they are dehulled, which entails the removal of the outer covering. This process is made simpler by the fact that when breeding sunflower for oils, agricultural specialists choose a kind that has a thinner hull and a greater oil content. To separate meat powder and sticky meat from the hulls, the sunflower oil workers use a hull and seed separator for the sunflower. The machines are created exclusively for cottonseed and sunflower seeds, and they allow for only a very small amount of oil loss during this process. At this point, we have arrived at the most crucial inquiry, which pertains to the procedure that lies at the very heart of everything. How is sunflower oil extracted? It is likely that you are already aware of the fact that oils derived from plants may be extracted using either an expeller press, also known as mechanical extraction, or a solvent extraction method. The first method is a more conventional approach. It results in an oil of superior quality, with its nutritional worth being preserved. Nevertheless, the yield from this method is very modest. The extraction with solvents, on the other hand, results in a much larger yield of oil, which is vitally necessary in order to make the most efficient use of resources. Nevertheless, this comes at the expense of nutritional density. When it comes to the method by which most sunflower oil brands produce sunflower oil, it is only natural that they would want to have the best of all worlds. Therefore, the most effective method would be to use a mix of solvent extraction and mechanical extraction simultaneously. The procedure of expeller pressing, also known as mechanical extraction, is the initial step in this combination process. All of the seeds that have been processed are put through an oil expeller machine, which is also known as an expeller press or an expeller oil machine. By applying pressure to the seeds that have been prepared, the oil expeller is able to extract around 50% to 3/4 of the oil that is contained inside them. There are two products that are left over after this process. The first is a high-quality, nutrient-dense oil that is transferred to the oil refining process. The second is the remaining compressed oil seeds, also known as oil cake, which have some oil content left over in them. As you might have guessed, these move on to the solvent extraction step. In the event that there is a desire for virgin sunflower oil, the extraction process is considered to be complete when extraction is accomplished by using mechanical means. However, in a society where resources are few and demand is high, it is often not possible to leave any oil in the seeds. This is because it would be a waste of resources. The solution to this problem is available in the form of solvent extraction. In the process of manufacturing sunflower oil, the solvent extraction step is considered to be the phase of the process in which practically every last drop of oil is removed from the sunflower seeds. Here, hexane is the solvent that is used the most often. The first step in the procedure involves pouring hexane over the portions of cake that were left over after the expeller pressing. The hexane is able to absorb the oil as it travels through the process, which results in the formation of an oil solvent miscela, as well as the seed residue. In order to make the products suitable for human consumption, the hexane must be removed from both of these structures. Additionally, the hexane is simply reused after the desolventization process, which means that this method is very resource efficient. Also, the oil that was extracted is added to the oil that was discharged from the refinery. Be sure not to overlook the leftover meal. This residue, which is high in protein, is of great use when it comes to the production of animal feed. There is still a crude quality to the extracted sunflower oil. One of the most significant steps in the process of making sunflower oil appropriate for human use is the process that takes place in an oil refinery. The refining of oil is a multi-step process, and the steps involved in the process vary substantially depending on the kind of oil that is being refined. When it comes to sunflower oil, the processes that are essential in the production of transparent, high-quality, and risk-free edible oil are degumming, alkali, neutralization, bleaching, dewaxing, deodorization, and an optional winterization process. So, that's how the process of manufacturing sunflower oil works. Enterprise manufacturing. If you are interested in entering the commercial production of sunflower oil, this is only the beginning of your path of learning. The quality of the raw materials you employ, the level of expertise and attention to detail possessed by the workers, and most significantly, the equipment that they rely on are all factors that determine whether or not they are successful in any of the steps listed previously in this video. The oil extraction operation may be successful or unsuccessful depending on the machinery that the workers use, and there are a lot of machines to pick from, including expeller presses, oil extractors, dehullers, and deodorizers, just to mention a few. Therefore, it is only natural that there are a number of considerations that the workers have to bear in mind while evaluating the landscape of the equipment environment. You want machines that are able to do their task in a safe and efficient manner. But what aspects of the design contribute to increased safety and efficiency? In the first place, machinery that is made out of unique steel alloys is not only long-lasting and robust, but is also able to endure any severe temperatures and pressures that may occur throughout the process of generating sunflower oil. In an ideal scenario, you should also seek machines that have components that have been specifically treated and parts that have a low rate of wear and tear. This will allow you to greatly reduce the amount of money you spend on repairs and maintenance. Elements of the pricing structure. The shifting cost of other vegetable oils, such as palm oil and soybean oil, are also primary factors that have a significant amount of influence on the market for sunflower oil. Due to the fact that it is less expensive and more beneficial to one's health than the majority of its competitors, it is in relatively high demand in developing nations. Europe is the region that produces most of the crop. For the purposes of satisfying the very high demand for the commodity, the area imports a significant quantity of sunflower oil. A significant portion, around 85% of the overall imports into Europe, are sourced from intra-European commerce, with Romania and Bulgaria being the most important contributing countries. There is also a significant amount of evidence that sunflower oil is being used in the personal care industry, as major firms are now working on producing environmentally friendly products that are made up of sunflower seed oil. The benefits of sunflower oil. It is possible to utilize the oil in its natural state, and commonly it is used to manufacture margarine. It is sometimes used in the production of meals, such as cookies and potato chips. Rather than opting for olive oil, snack manufacturers are embracing sunflower oil due to its ability to impart advantageous attributes to the products at a considerably more economical price point than olive oil. Approximately 90% of sunflower oil is made up of unsaturated fats, which are considered to be quite healthful. Now, equipped with the knowledge of the intricate process behind sunflower oil production, would you consider giving it a try? Share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, see ya!